Kids Obstacle Challenge, and today we're going to be making salt dough, which hardens with heat, so it's really great for making keepsakes. It's also a super simple recipe, so it's really easy to double if you want to make more items, and its ingredients are things you probably already have around the house. All you're going to need is salt, flour, and water. You can also add food coloring gel if you want a colored dough, or you can add glitter, which is what I'm going to do today. First, you're going to preheat your oven to 200 degrees, or if it's really hot outside in your neck of the woods, you can go ahead and set your finished product outside, and it will harden that way. Next, mix your salt and flour together in a bowl. I'm also going to add some glitter at this. Next, you're going to add your water, and you want to add it bit by bit because you might need more or less than the recipe calls for. What you're looking for is a dry coat dough consistency rather than a wet, runny consistency. And that's it. After you've made your creations, you're going to pop them into the oven for 2 to 3 hours, depending on the thickness, until they're completely dry. If they're thinner, you want to make sure to check at the 2-hour point to make sure that they don't crack. You can make a ton of different things with this dough. Use your creativity and your imagination. The most common item I've seen made with this dough, and I've made this with kids, is handprints or footprints, which you can use as Christmas tree ornaments, wall hangings, paperweights, really anything that you want it to be. So what I'm going to make today, hopefully, is paw prints of my kitties to use as Christmas tree ornaments. A leaf impression. I have a couple different leaves. I'm going to see what works the best. Well, that one's looking a little weak. Maybe this leaf is the one I'll go with. And if I have any leftover dough, I'm going to make a bunch of little cutouts and make a garland to hang on the wall. I'm going to have to put holes in the cutouts to hang it on the garland, or on the rope to make the garland. And what I would recommend for this is a reusable straw, so you can punch out the hole of the clay and then just blow it out with a straw. And then after that, you can rinse out the straw and use it again and again. Other ideas are picture frames, shell displays, or impressions, shapes made out of thumbprints, like 2 thumbs together can make a heart, or different shapes to make necklaces out of. Now, to roll my dough out to cut my initial shapes out, I have 2 pieces of parchment paper, and I'm just going to use a rolling pin to flatten it out. I don't want it too thin. I'm going to go for about a 1/4 inch thickness, maybe a little thicker, maybe 1/2 inch. We'll see how it looks. Now, if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a bottle of wine. I sometimes like that better, actually. Now, I have it about a 1/4 inch thick, and that feels right to me, so I'm going to go with that. It's really pretty. Let's see if I can show you so you can see the glitter. I finished making all my creations and I have them in the oven. I'm gonna leave them in there for a couple hours, and I'll include some photos of them all finished up at the end of this video. Once your items are baked and fully cooled, If you haven't used food coloring in the dough making process, you can paint them any color that you want, or you can write on them. I've even seen people color in if they've made an impression, color it in with crayon. This is a really open-ended project, so you can go where your imagination takes you. And that's it for me today. I hope that you have an awesome time making this project together with your family. Again, I'm Meg with Kids Obstacle Challenge, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.